How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Staying Focused for Jesus. Just a short little video. I want to drop some seed, some word in your spirit. If you hear some background noise, that's my wife and my son. They're playing the piano. Starting them early. So I've had this book for a while. Some of you have seen me reference this book. This is a pretty good book. One day I'm going to make it throughout, not throughout, but make it through the whole book. But I keep on having to stop and take notes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like reading piece by piece and building up what I'm going to be preaching about, hopefully soon by the Spirit. So this is a book that I've been wanting to get for a while. Columbus and the Quest for Jerusalem. How religion drove the voyages that led to America. This book, along with something else, it led me to this book because this book mentions some things. This is not a real portrait of Christopher Columbus, and this is not a real portrait either. When you do the historical research, hey, can y'all turn down just a little bit? Y'all was sounding good, and then you started mashing and bashing. When you do the historical research, there is no known image of or portrait of Christopher Columbus. Now, this book, it gives two different views. I like this book because it gives the views in support of Columbus and it gives the views against Columbus. So it gives both perspectives. Now, the interesting thing is that when they give his description, they give two descriptions of him and they contradict each other. I'm going to address that in another video, but they contradict each other. I believe that Christopher Columbus was at the least what we would call mixed. He was at least mixed. I don't believe that he was who they portray him to be. So what you find out about Columbus is that everything about his journey and everything he was doing, it wasn't just about gold and silver and treasure and everything, but it had to do with Jerusalem. It had to do with capturing Jerusalem. And Christopher Columbus was a professing Roman Catholic, but when you really study him out, and you should really study him out because there's some interesting things like this right here coming across this. When you really study him out, you find out that he was a pagan. He didn't really believe what he was professing to believe in regard to Roman Catholicism. He didn't really believe it. So he wanted to capture Jerusalem. And so let's flip it over to the back and let's see if we can read a little bit of this. It says 500 years after he set sail, Columbus is still a controversial figure in history. Debates portray him either as a hero in the great drama of discovery or as an avaricious, probably pronounced that wrong, not familiar with that word, glory hunter and ruthless destroyer of indigenous cultures. In Columbus and the Quest for Jerusalem, Carol Delaney offers a radical new interpretation of the man and his mission, claiming the true motivation for his voyage is still widely unknown. Delaney argues that Columbus was inspired to find a western route to the Orient, not only to obtain vast sums of gold for the Spanish crown, but primarily to fund a new crusade to take Jerusalem from the Muslims before the end of the world, a goal that sustained him until the day of the day he died. So it talks about how even in his own writings, he talks about that was his quest. But for some reason, the scholars, she says, they ignore it. Now the question you have to ask yourself is, why isn't that taught about Columbus? Why isn't that something that you hear the average person say in regards to Columbus? Why isn't this something that's readily known? In regards to Columbus' real quest had something to do with Jerusalem, something to do with Israel. And then we know because of what he did, what ended up happening. The slaves were brought over here. The navigators that navigated Columbus to the Americas, they were Moors because the Moors were already traveling over here. The Egyptians were already traveling over here. That's historical, even the Chinese. So the question again we must ask ourselves is, why are the scholars ignoring this? Because there's more to it than you've been told. There's more to it than you've been told. So if you want to get this book, I got it off of Amazon. It was like $17. I literally just got it in today. This book, you can probably get this book pretty cheap for maybe $3 or $4 if you want to read it. It's a pretty interesting read. I got highlights. Let me see. All through it. Stuff highlighted. Different points. To understand the future, you got to understand the past. Because if you don't understand the past, then you will never. If you don't understand the past, then you will go into the future believing lies, because your present will be based off of lies. The present world that we are living in is based off of a whole bunch of lies that have been told. But a lie is based off of the truth, because a lie is the manipulation of the truth. So once you peel back all the lies, then you can get to the truth and you can really see what's going on. So yeah, I just want to drop this quick little video, give y'all some things to think about, to see what's really going on. I've been wanting this book for a while, but I didn't want to, honestly, I didn't want to spend the $17. So while I had it, I said, let me go ahead and get it, because it's better to go ahead and get it while you got it, and not get it and then wish you did have it. So this is where I get my little nuggets. I buy little books like this, and I just allow myself to be led by the Spirit. So I don't have no reason to make nothing up. No reason to make anything up. So this is going to be an interesting read. Again, if you want to get the book, you can get it off of Amazon. But with that being said, I'm out. God bless each and every one of you. In Jesus Christ's name, as always, stay focused for Jesus. And as you know, the truth is not debated, it is declared.